Hello TEP 023 students, this is Helena Trevina, one of the lecturers at CDU for TEP 023, Foundation Mathematics, and I'm going to help you do a little bit of work with factors and multiples today. There's a couple of questions I have here written down on this piece of paper. One asks us to use a factor tree to find the prime factors of 56 and 72. And then to use that factor tree to determine the highest common factors of both numbers. Okay, so we'll begin with the number 56, and we're going to look for factors of 56. In particular, prime factors. Now the lowest prime is 1. 1 times 56 doesn't really give me any information. The next lowest prime is 2, and 2 divides into 56 28 times. 2 times 28 will give me 56. Notice I've written my prime down the left hand side of my tree. 2 also divides into 28. 2 goes into 28 14 times. And looking at 14, 2 also divides into 14 and it goes into 14 7 times. So down my left hand side and along the bottom here I have all of the prime factors. Remember 7 is a prime number as well. All of the prime factors of 56. So I can write down that 56 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. And if I'd like to write that in index notation, it's 2 cubed multiplied by 7. Now let's do the same thing for 72. 2 goes into 72 36 times. 2 also divides into 36 18 times. Notice the primes going down the left hand side. 2 divides into 18 9 times. Now 2 doesn't divide into 9, but the next highest prime is 3, and that goes into 9, and it goes into 9 3 times. Now you'll notice down my left hand side of the factor tree now I have all of the prime factors of 72. So I can write down that 72 is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Or in index notation, that's 2 cubed times 3 squared. Okay, we've done part A. Now part B asks us to use the factor tree to find the highest common factor of both numbers. Well, let's go to back to the longhand multiplication of the two numbers. You'll notice we have a 2 here, which we can say is common with that 2 there. There's another 2 there, which is common with that 2. This 2 and this 2 are common. No other factors of 56 and 72 are common. So we can say the highest common factor of 56 and 72 is 2 times 2 times 2, which is your 2 cubed, which is 8. Now if you think about it, 8 divides into 56 7 times, and 8 divides into 72 9 times. So we found our highest common factor of the two numbers 72 and 56. Okay, now we're going to look at finding the highest common factor of two numbers, which are 28 and 42. I'm going to do this in a slightly different way, not the factor tree, but we're going to do it in table form this time. So we'll write down the two numbers, 28 and 42, and draw ourselves a little table. We're doing part A to begin with, finding the highest common factor. Factors of 28 are 1 and 28, 2 and 14. 3 doesn't go into 28, but 4 does, so 4 and 7. And there are no other factors of 28. Let's look at 42. 1 and 42. 2 times 28. Sorry, it's not 28, 21 is equal to 42. Does 3 go into 42? Yes, it does. It goes in 14 times. So 3 times 14 will give you 42. 4 doesn't go into 42 to give you a whole number, and neither does 5, but 6 does. 6 times 7 will give you 42. Okay, so we have all the factors of 28 and 42. Some of them are prime, some of them aren't, and we're asked to find the highest common factor, and the highest common factor for both numbers is 14. So highest common factor for 28 and 42 is 14. Now part B asks you to find the least common multiple of those two numbers. Now multiples of a number are that number multiplied by a whole number. So we write down the two numbers again and look for the multiples of them. 1 times 28 is 28. 2 times 28 is, put it into your calculator, 56. 3 times 28 is 84. 4 times 28 is 112, and I can keep going to infinity if I wish. Of course I don't. So we have the 4 multiples of 28, the lowest 4 multiples of 28. Let's look at 42. 1 times 42 is 42. 2 times 42 is 84. Well, those two numbers are common, and there will be other multiples if I wanted to keep going with both 28 and 42, but I was asked for the least common multiple, so my least common multiple of 42 and 28 is 84. Hope that helps you people that are having difficulty with factors and multiples. See you next time.